Good evening, everyone. It is Reverend Rob, and it is also our Spin into Stillness meditation Wednesday evenings. Thank you for joining us whenever you're joining us on our Wednesday evening live stream, or when you catch the recording, or now when you hear the audio only versions available on SoundCloud. However you are joining us, I'm so grateful that you are here adding your energy to this little Wednesday night community that I'm so proud of, and so happy that so many choose to experience together. Again, it's just a few moments of meditation, and so let's just jump right into it. We begin by setting an intention for this evening's meditation. Whatever you would like to state or affirm that you are seeking as you journey into the stillness, into your deep self, to have that conversation with your deep self, and perhaps receive some important and special information from your deep self. And it's easy to set an intention. And again, it doesn't have to be complicated, and it's not a test, and I'm not going to see it. So all you need to do is just focus your thoughts. Think about what you're looking to address tonight or accomplish in the week ahead that meditation might help you receive more information or guidance. And so you can state a question for your intention, or you can affirm that you're looking for guidance on blank, or you can simply say tonight your intention is to be still for a few minutes, tune out the rest of the world, tune out all of those things that are occupying space in your mind and in your spirit that you can let go of, and get some clarity from the silence and the stillness that remains when we clear out that all that cacophony of stuff that's happening in our heads. So let's do it. Let's set an intention. Simple. You just write a couple of words down. I like to do it on a little slip of paper, because if we were in person, I would collect all of these little slips of paper and I would send them into the flames, into a burning bowl. We will do that this evening, except that we, by the miracle of modern technology, can serve as a proxy here in my space. And so in order for that to happen, I just write the words, everyone's intentions, on one of these, and that becomes the proxy for all of those that might have gotten thrown into the burning bowl at the conclusion of a meditation if we were live. So again, I prefer to write them. I feel like it gives us a way of kind of focusing, channeling, kind of stating that affirmation of what we are seeking. And of course, if you are not comfortable with making a specific statement, the statement can simply be, I intend to be still and receive the information that the universe, that spirit, that my deep self is offering me. If you keep it in a journal, then you can go back and track to see where you've come from in your meditation practice, where you might like to go as you intend future meditations. Just a thought. Definitely, however you choose to experience this meditation this evening, and in whatever way that you know you'll return to continue, well, that's the most fun. It's like exercise. Whatever is working best for you is what is right for you. Whatever keeps you coming back, or keeping the meditation practice, or keeping this as a touchstone, that's the best way to do it. So it's all up to you. Let's make a few moments, carve it out, write down our intention, and I'll see you in a few. All right, so did you write yours down? You can write it on the palm of your hand. You can pretend to write it, but we want to send me your energy as we meditate. So as we go in, if you hold your written intention in the palm of your hand, adding to that energy, sending that energy this way so that I can gather it in this slip of paper here, however you would like to do it. Now, once we identify our guidance, well, then we want to get our guidance, right? Or identify our intention for our guidance. We want to receive our guidance, and we start that process by drawing an oracle card from this card deck, the Star Codes Astro Oracle. And again, it's a prompt. It's like a creative prompt. If you're feeling like you've got writer's block or in a creative slump or stump, you can, look for inspiration or that little spark of inspiration from a lot of sources. And in this case, for our meditation, we choose this deck for a while. We've been using it, and I really love what it has to say. I love how it says it. I love the actions that it suggests for us, and I love the challenges and gifts that it also suggests for us. So we'll be with this one for a while, but it's now time to draw. We'll draw one card, and that card will be the prompt, the guidance, the beginning of the guidance or answer that we seek as we go deeper into our stillness. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then if you will agree, and hopefully you will, we're going to draw the top card of this deck. So that, normally if I were here with a table in front of me, I'd open the deck and allow you to pick your card. In this case, that's not possible, but I also don't want you to think I'm drawing from my own intuition as if you would on the card that is yours if we were together in person. So instead, if we draw the top card, we can agree that that top card is all of our cards. So this one card is going to address all of our respective intentions, which I think is a great metaphor, because in the universe, in the whole universe, there is only the all. There's nothing that is not the all, which means that each one of us is a personal expression of that great vastness. So we are individual expressions of something that is greater. And in this case, we're going to have a universal draw of a card that is the response to our own individual questions. Very cool, I think. Excuse me. Felt that one coming on. So let's do this. I'm going to shuffle, hopefully not sneeze again. I have some incense burning, so it's probably the source of my little coughing and sneezing at the moment. I'm going to shuffle them. And one more. I think we're ready. Top card. You can see right here, I'm drawing from the top, pulling it out. That card for today is, ooh, interesting. We haven't drawn it before. I love that. Our card for today is conjunction. And our theme word is alliance. I like that. Alliance. Anybody watch Survivor or Big Brother? Alliances are important. They help us get where we need to be when we trust those that we are aligning with. So I'm going to put the card down. I am also going to give you the opportunity to stare a little more closely at it. Right there. There we go. You can take a look at the card. And just before I begin reading, just notice some of the things happening. There's a flock of geese. They're all flying in formation as they migrate where they're going to migrate. And I know if you live in Washington, D.C. often, and I just did last week, you can hear all of the geese overhead migrating. It's really quite a sight to see, quite a thing to hear We actually heard it through all of our windows were closed. It was cold. We heard those geese loud and clear. And if you watch them fly, you see how they are aligned as they make their way to wherever they're going. So we know that's important. Teamwork is important. Let's see what the Astro Star Codes Astro Oracle has to say about its card, Conjunction Alliance. And this card 51. All right. So this is a supportive aspect of the star codes. It's in the patterns of the stars. Anytime two celestial bodies conjunct, meaning they dance close together, they first work together and blend meaning and purpose and begin a new cycle of their relationship. The sun and moon conjunct at the new moon, but because the sun is overpoweringly huge, it has special rules. Planets are so tiny compared to the sun that when they are close, within 8 degrees of the sun, they seem to disappear or combust and lose individual power. But when the planets exactly conjunct with the sun, their strength merges and grows within the heart of the sun. The conjunction tells us we are stronger when we work together, as long as we don't disappear into another's flame. We are stronger when we work together, as long as we don't disappear into another's flame. So our action, co-conspire, I love that word. Find people and allies who support your ideas, as this is not a situation in which to go it alone. Bring in someone with an extra skill to offer to your project. Find the best friend to discuss your concerns with, or spark off new partnership. Watch the energy build as you bounce ideas off of another person. Just take care of your own energy fields and ideas in this process. If you have merged with your energy as a partner, teacher, or coworker, or are considering merging, notice what strengthens you and where you may need to step back and individuate. Find your own paradigm and technique. It can be lovely to love someone with a sun-like personality, warm, expansive, though at times exhausting, but don't combust. If it's time to align with your life, if it is time to align your life with another's, think of the line from the poem of Rilke: "Love consists of this, that two solitudes protect and border and greet each other." Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to say that once again. Love consists of this, that two solitudes protect and border and greet each other. Let this be a yoking of two or more equals, a partnership that works best when each brings gifts and challenges to the table. So our challenge for this card this week is: be wary of relationships that ask you to shrink yourself to fit them, and value the conjunction over individual growth. Our gift is that conjunction can become greater than the sum of the parts. And so I think that's the best way to see this week. When we are teaming with one person or another person or a bunch of people for an outcome that we all share a vision for, well, we are greater together, as long as each of us continue to contribute the uniqueness that we are there to contribute. Something to keep in mind as we go deep this evening. So get comfortable. We're going to go into that stillness. We're going to go deep. we're going to discover just how this card, this word, this theme is in response to that intention that we wrote down on this slip of paper. So it's not an option that it addresses your intention. It does address your intention. So if it doesn't make sense tonight and you are inquiring of your deepest self how it makes sense, well, then it's time to pay attention once you get out of your stillness or once you move into your life to see how that card, conjunction, alliance, and whatever else we have read about in this card or with this card, and as we go into meditation, that is how you'll figure it out. So it's not an option. You can't say, oh, that doesn't really match my needs or meet my intention. It does. You just have to figure out how. That's your assignment. So I'm going to grab my little drum here and we're going to get comfortable, and you're going to begin to go more deeply by focusing on your breath. When we pay attention to the breath, we become aware of our aliveness. So let's take some breaths together. And I really want us all to be breathing at our own natural, organic pace. But we take these first 3 breaths together just to get an example of that feeling of what it's like to take that breath. So we inhale and we hold for a moment. We allow that oxygen to fill our bodies and detoxify everything in it. And then we exhale nice and slowly, blowing all of it all out, blowing all that toxicity out. And then we pause when we're finished with that breath. We take that moment, and it's a moment where nothing is happening. We've just inhaled and exhaled. It's a pause between the next breath. It's that gap. And then we breathe in again. And we hold. We exhale slowly. We pause. There's that gap. And again, inhale. Hold. Exhale slowly. And pause. And as we do, we can allow our eyes to close ever so gently. You might want to just think of your eyes rolling up toward your brow. Keeps you awake and alert as you begin to relax. And now let's just have our breathing return to a natural, comfortable, but intention-filled state. So inhale and exhale. Each breath is drawing you closer and closer into your core essence. Your body is softening. Just imagine it softening as if it was a stick of butter right out of the refrigerator. But with each breath, it begins to soften ever so gently. And as it softens, just imagine it into the place where you're lying or sitting. More and more, getting more and more soft. And as your body softens from your feet up through your legs, and your hips and torso. And your shoulders and arms. And your neck just softening. Up through your cheeks and your forehead and your temples and eyes. And as your body softens, it doesn't completely melt, but as it softens, we begin to sense very strongly what lies beneath the surface of our physicality. And that is our essence. Who we truly are. Beyond our body. Beyond this material world. And as we kind of lock into that essence, that truth, that true self, our true being, we become very aware that essence is traveling deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. We are our essence, and yet even within our essence, there is room for us to go even more deeply. We are soft in body, but that essence is strong and clear and is traveling deeper into our soul. Deeper and deeper. And as we go deeper, we find ourselves feeling more and more our truest self. And here in the deepest part of ourselves, we find ourselves still. We are in the stillness of us. And in this stillness of us, we can think and reflect on that intention that we set for this meditation. Kind of comes floating to us in our mind's eye. And as it does, as we lock into that intention, we begin to understand that this intention that we have set for ourselves involves us in conjunction, in partnership with another or more anothers. And we open ourselves to this idea, but because perhaps we haven't thought of this very personal intention, or this very personal question, as needing or requiring anyone else. But the more we reflect on this idea, now that we are just taking a pause from our material self, it does make sense to us that we need allies. We need champions for our idea and our project, even if it is an intensely personal one. And as we are here in this space, we allow our deepest self, the truth voice within, what I call our divine self, our line to the divine, to share with us, perhaps reveal to us those souls in our lives that would be well suited to the help that we may need to fulfill this intention that we have set. Don't overthink it. But just imagine who begins to come to mind. Not just how they look or how you're seeing them, but really allow your idea of these potential partners' essence to be revealed to you. You may receive information for someone to be in your alliance that doesn't seem to make sense right now, but you can feel that information coming through loud and clear. You don't have to make sense of that now. Just make a note of how that person's essence suddenly came to you as someone that you can rely on and trust as an ally. Just allow that voice of truth here in this space to reveal those possible or potential allies. More will present themselves along the way. Again, may or may not make sense to you. And also know that just as you are having the essences of potential or possible allies revealed to you, so are you someone's ally in their work, their project, their lives. So this is a two-way process. As you invite allies to be revealed to you, know that your essence is being revealed to others right now. Maybe in this meditation, maybe in someone's own exploration of insight. But your essence has been deemed the perfect ally for someone else, just as someone else's, or several someone else's, are also revealing themselves as your allies. There's no need to work hard at putting this team of allies together. All you have to do is remain open to their presence and then seek how you need their help, their work as an ally. Accept it with grace and then be available as someone else's ally. In the stillness, things seem both clear and muddled. But just know we come to this space together because we're all experiencing that same clarity and same murkiness. But like the card has shown us tonight, going through these portals, these doors, these windows of experience together helps us each clarify and illuminate our journey forward. And so whenever you have joined this meditation, however you've joined it, from wherever, this is the group of allies. This is that alliance that invites us to be our best, most individual selves so that we can contribute our uniqueness to the greater good, which can only benefit from each of us being our own complete and authentic, unique and beautiful selves. And so let's acknowledge this beautiful community of essences around us and beyond us. And let us seek to return to our material body in the material world, gently, ever so gently, just as we imagined ourselves going more and more deeply into ourselves. Let us imagine ourselves being drawn back very slowly. We're just being gently pulled back, gently, ever so gently, into our physical self by our physical self. Slowly drawn back in. And we feel ourselves gently re-enter our softened bodies. More and more, we feel that softness, but we also feel it begin to just become a little more solid. From our head all the way down our forehead and eyes and temples and cheeks, just forming our physical body more and more distinctly. Our shoulders and arms and hands, our chest and torso and waist and hips, our pelvis, our legs, our ankles and our feet. And we are back into our bodies feeling strong and healthy, full of vibrancy, even though we are so relaxed, so free of angst and despair and physical pain. We are just experiencing our true essence without all of those triggers of our physical self. We allow the wholeness that is our natural state and our birthright to enliven us and reanimate us. And feeling so ready, even though we're relaxed, we're so ready to look for this team, to experience this team, and to bring it all together and to get where we need to be, where we want to be with our team, as we also help others get to where they want to be. We're excited. We're enthusiastic. And we're ready. So let's get back fully by 3 deep breaths, inhaling, exhaling quickly. Again, inhale, and exhale quickly again. And 1 more deep breath. Inhale, and exhale fully. And we are back. I hope that you were able to get some clarity on that little alliance that you are putting together even as we speak. Also knowing that someone is adding you to their alliance even as we speak. And as long as we continue to seek that help to work together and to help others accomplish what they need to, this is the flow of the universe. You can do this whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. Relying on help does not as require to be overly social or to be people who we are not. No, in fact, this is why it's so beautiful, because we are tapping into that which we are, that which we wish to expand, maybe even change or shift, and that which we know we want to keep the same because that's exactly what is required of us. All of that is part of the flow. And so I hope that you can share if you'd like in the comments or whenever you would like, or via email through my website, anything you are experiencing in creating this alliance for you, your dreams, knowing that you are part of someone else's as well. So be aware, pay attention, and enjoy this beautiful flow and this beautiful ride. And so, given all that, let us seal it with the flame and send it out into the universe to be returned to us here goes one. There's mine out into the universe to be returned. I'm excited. I'm excited because I didn't expect that response. I hadn't seen all these cards, but it makes sense that I would need others to help me get to where I need to be. And this, of course, is everyone's intentions. Let us send it out there. There she goes. Nice, 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 nice. All right. Well, it's that time to sign off. I'm so glad that you joined us. I'm so glad to see Kathleen here on Zoom. And let's check out the other sites online to see who else is here. And so glad. And again, if I miss you because I'm often seeing notifications late after we've signed off, please feel free to say hello in the comments and let us know how your meditation practice is going. Shannon McNutt, hello. Oh, you've responded to another thing I've said? Oh, great. She's on another feed, but tonight's feed. All right, I'm not seeing anybody here. I feel a little... I don't have my glasses on either, so it's hard for me to see. So I'm just going to say right now that if you're here on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much. I love you for being here. I love you for accepting this challenge to meditate, to become part of the meditation community, establish meditative practice. You're wonderful. You are loved, and blessings on this beautiful fall evening. I will see you next week here, 7:30, spinning into stillness. Good night.